Well, we just got the knock this morning. It's a first. There's evidently a tornado warning possibly heading our way. I gotta check the weather here real quick. Folks, how's everybody doing? We are on a great adventure today. Just over my shoulder is a really cool old railroad bridge, and we're going to stop at two more of these little crossing type things and check them out. I did just have to stop real quick. I had to wash my hands and I couldn't get it on camera. It all happened just so fast. There was a, oh wow, that was a red-tailed hawk right above us. How cool is that? That's a great sign. I was on the main highway coming into Botna Bend here. Massive snapping turtle is trying to cross the road. And it's right at a bridge, of course, because it's a creek. There's a, what was it, a road grader was coming down the hill. I had a fertilizer truck behind me. That guy was just gonna get absolutely destroyed. I quick stopped, parked right in the middle of the road, put my hazards on, jumped out, grabbed him, took him over to the side and threw him off into the weeds. Man, that sucker stunk. My hands, yeah, and they still, I washed my hands really good with Dawn, and I still have the smell of him on there. I don't know if they excrete something when they're grabbed. I'm guessing so. That's what's happened so far in our adventure. It happened all so quick I didn't even have time to get a camera out. I just didn't want the little feller to not make it through the day, you know? Anyway, we're gonna walk up here. We're gonna check out this really cool bridge. This is part of the Iowa, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to look that up and check back. It's an Iowa rail line, and I will get that for you in our next clip. Welcome aboard. My name's Dave. Welcome to Van Camp 402. I like to do a little weekly van camping here. I am a retired Omaha firefighter, father of 3 awesome boys, 2 grandkids, might have another daughter-in-law on the way. That's who I am. Welcome to Van Camp 402. Let's go check out this bridge. I did look it up. It's called the Iowa Interstate Railroad, and thanks to my buddy Pat, he's also a subscriber. Pat, shout out to you today. He said this is part of the Iowa Interstate Railroad, and it's kind of like a feeder line. We do have a big road grader coming by here real quick. Might be kind of exciting. Let's get a good shot of this real quick. All of a sudden we got some traffic. It's kind of funny. That was the road grader that was on the highway. He kind of laughed and waved real big, so that was kind of cool. But we're gonna go check out a couple more and just see how this looks. Kind of neat exploring Southwest Iowa a little bit today. Let's go check out this bridge real quick. We're going to do a couple more pictures of it, and then we're going to get into camp. Wow. Hopefully the microphone picked that up. Did you hear that pheasant? It's like the 6th or 7th pheasant call I've heard since I've been in here. They must be making a little bit of a comeback. Also, you got to check for ticks. Just felt one moving on me. All right, let's go check out that bridge. All right, that's it for our little our railway tour this morning. Actually, afternoon. It's about 2 o'clock now, getting ready to pull into camp. We are at the corner of 410th and Magnolia. check it out in southwest Iowa near Hancock, Iowa. Cool little spot here. Neat spot. Definitely worth stopping by and checking out. But feel like I got a couple of good pictures out of that. It's kind of a neat view of a train track. We're gonna get loaded back up in the van and head into camp. So let's get some thunderstorms tonight. We'll see how this goes. One of the cool attractions that they have here, as you can see, are some buffalo. And they are loving the water. It's pretty warm out today. Right now, let's go get our campsite set up and see what's going on at Botna Bend Park. It looks a little busy, more busy than I thought it was going to be. Well, we got a great spot here. I'm going to try and get backed up just a little bit more and put the levelers down. Fire rings right here. I just talked with Corey, the park ranger. Couldn't have been a nicer guy. He said just write down, I have a gift card actually, so he said, you know, just write that down on check-in and no problem. So Corey, thank you so much. They have a great park. And I even asked him, I said, hey, where would you camp tonight if you were out here? And he's like, oh, you got to go to the North Campground. It's empty tonight. You'll be fine. We're in a good spot. I'm gonna take a minute here, get the van leveled up a little bit and get plugged in. We made it. Brought the beast. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I wanted to use that to run down and get registered. I don't know if I'll get in trouble for that or not. We'll see what happens here. We did bring the mini bike though. One of the things we're definitely going to have to do is get a fan going right away. It's 84 or something and you can tell the humidity is just through the roof. Got to watch that dew point, right? Jim Phillips, my favorite meteorologist in Omaha, Nebraska. Give him a follow. Give Jim Phillips a follow on X or Facebook or Omaha Scanner Weather. Give that account a follow. Jim Phillips, man, the guy just kills it. He's also the mayor of Benson, in case you were wondering. He carries a prestigious title. I got to get the fan going. I brought the, I call it the difference maker, the great big one. But we're going to get that fired up here. Just get some air movement. I don't know if you can tell, I'm sweating just out on those gravel roads today. But what that's doing, moisture and all that heat building up for some storms. And we might get some weather here this evening. See how this goes. Good place to be. We are in camp, set up. I did have to just readjust a little bit the levelers to get that on track. It's going to be our first camp. We have to put the bug screens up. I'd like to open up the back, and I'm already getting some flies shooting in. These warmer spring/summer temperatures brought the bugs out. So I think that's our next step, is deploy the bug screens. We haven't done that in months, 6 months. The fan going really good. We're in a good spot here. I need to go get registered. It's been a while since I've used these screens. But I ordered these off Amazon, and they have, you know, just a ton of different shapes and sizes that you can get these in. These have, and I'll just go over this real quick with you. These have one that is a side entry, so it's got the magnetic strip on this left side, and that's what I usually do that. But what I liked about this, it's a solid piece all the way across. This works really well. I use those little magnets inside my van. I just do those big circular magnets. Just wanted to show you folks, this is how I know it's got kind of a Cousin Eddie look to it, but man, does it work so well to keep these screens in. Fix these up. The other one has a split right down the middle. I put that one in the back door, and we'll have some great airflow here in just a minute. Let's get these up and get this going. Amazon. Don't spend hundreds of dollars on screens. I can't remember how much these were, and I apologize. I want to say, I think it was only like 40 or 50 bucks for both of them. And they were great. I've had them, what, 3 years now? They've just been awesome so far. So I'm going to keep using them. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Living the dream. Oh, cool.
Just wanted to give that to you.
Yeah.
Man, you have a good one.
Thank you. Appreciate everything. Well, that was just super cool. I just talked with Corey, who is, and I mentioned him before in the video. He's the park ranger here. Nice guy. He dropped off his card. I'm going to shoot him a link to the video. He did say, please don't ride the mini bike around. And we worked out the registration thing, so we're good to go for the night. I'm not going to ride the mini bike. Don't want to get in trouble, and definitely don't want to cause any issues. So I do have some area here that I want to explore a little bit. The Nishna Botna is just right here, and I want to go down and shoot some footage of that. Corey, thank you for the hospitality. Thank you for everything. I will say, folks, Potawatomi County's parks, they have Arrowhead, Hitchcock, Botna Bend, Old Town. I think it's those 4 that they allow camping in. Man, these parks, I don't know what they have going on. Relatively inexpensive, great facilities, super well cared for. Botna Bend is known for the bison and the elk that they have here, and it's also a put-in if you're into kayaking or canoeing for the Nishna Botna River. Highly recommend it in the spring when the water flow is high. Man, get out there and get going. But these parks, they just do a great job. I could come to these almost every week and have a great episode and a great camp. They do such a good job. It's better than Iowa State Parks. It's better than Nebraska State Parks. Sorry, Greg Wagner, but it is. People need to follow their model. They have some really cool stuff going on. And guys that actually, and gals that care about parks and where they work. Let's get these screens put up. No mini bike today. Dang it, kind of a bummer. But we're gonna get the screens put up, and then we might do a little walking. Well, we're out doing some awesome video. Trying to work on my video skills a little bit, shoot a little bit better. So that's what we're working on right now. But while we're out here, let's take a look at this bathroom. So we are clear out. What do they call this? The north side of Botna Bend. And we have running water. I thought it was going to be I thought it was going to be a pit toilet, and it's running water. It is too bad, you know, and it's a bummer that they didn't drop a shower in there. It is quite a ways to the shower house, and if you please don't watch my first video, it was, sorry, my second video ever. I camped here, second video. And we used the shower house, and it was awesome. It was so hot that day. I had to like cool off just for a minute. I am begging you, please do not go back and watch that. My early work was horrible, and I'm still not great. I'm still working on it. It is a bummer that they didn't put showers in here, and it's just kind of interesting that if they were going to run a water line and do all that, why not just add a shower to that thing? But it is nice at this far end of the campground, because it's a pretty good ways. I mean, you wouldn't want to walk there necessarily, I guess. I don't know, you know, and to take a shower and then walk back and be hot already. They have running water in this building. You know, oh yeah, and then they have a spigot right here too. Left some firewood. We're only about 100 feet from the van. We might be making a couple of tricks. Thank you, whoever left this. Always appreciate that. I don't usually leave firewood because I camp so much. You know, I'm 2-3 days a lot of times. I'm using it again, so it's kind of a commodity for me. And man, do I appreciate it when people are like, "Hey, I'm not going to be camping for a while. I don't need it. I'll just leave it for the next guy." Thank you so much. It will be put to good use. That was really cool. Great little walk. Beautiful to see the Botna. We might head over there as it gets a little closer to sunset. Let's get a fire going. I think it'll keep the bugs down. It is hot and humid right now. I don't really need a fire, but I'm just looking for a little ambiance. So I think we're gonna get that started. How's it going? Wish the humidity would drop just a little bit, you know? Is that what, yeah. Tonight, storms? Okay. I was trying to keep an eye on it a little bit, but I haven't looked, so. Oh, yeah, just one night, so I should be good. Thank you so much. Folks, it's time. Let's, man, my hands are all dirty. Cheers. Thanks for being here. They allow alcoholic beverages until 10 p.m. So, as my grandpappy used to say, make the most of it, right? I'm just kidding. I don't know what my grandpappy used to say. I have no idea. Cheers, everybody. Good camp tonight. Man, that storm is popping right there. The really good positive is it is heading off to the north. We're just south of it, just a little bit as it built up. There's a little bit more building off to my, that'd be the southwest. Keeping an eye on the radar. Rains a little bit, I think we'll be all right, you know. As long as one of these trees doesn't come down on us. Good camp. We just got the knock this morning. It's a first. There's evidently a tornado warning possibly heading our way. I gotta check the weather here real quick. I'm gonna try and get off the grass. Hopefully you don't get stuck. Well, it's kind of an interesting morning wake-up call, you know. It's 6:30 and I got the knock this morning from the ranger, and he's just letting everybody in the campground know that there's a tornado warning in Fort Calhoun right now, and it's evidently heading this way. So he just wanted everybody aware. I do have the ability, if I need to take shelter, I can jump in that bathroom right there. So we are gonna try and just throw a couple things together here real quick. God, I didn't sleep at all last night. The power went out a couple of times in the campground while I was sleeping last night. It did come back on, but folks, I gotta get in the van real quick. I just want to check my I want to check my radar real quick. It's looking really nasty out this way. Whew, got a lot of lightning too. All right, let's get in the van real quick. Man, we got a really strong structure up this way too. Wow. All right, I'll show you folks this. Yeah, that doesn't look great that way. What is that? Yeah, that doesn't look good. Hopefully that doesn't start rotating. That's a low, dark cloud. All right, we're behind the bathroom here. Here's the van. Glad I got off that grass. And also I wanted to get away from some of these bigger trees. Well, we got this one right above me. Sorry for the run and gun here. All right, we're running to the shelter. God damn it. Ugh. Wow, I do not like the looks of these clouds. So the van's right here. You can see how dark it's gotten. It should be sunny right now. Got a possible tornado just like 3 miles south of me right now, and I'm looking straight south here. So I am glad I got off the grass We were parked right over there on the grass, and I just didn't want that big old tree falling down. Glad we got out of that. God dang, I didn't sleep at all last night. We got tree branches coming off. We got a tree branch laying right here already. Folks see that? Pretty good one here. Glad I moved over by the storm shelter. And I can use the bathroom while it's all going on. It's a win-win. Wow, that's loud. I'm gonna set this down and check my phone real quick. Holy cow. My phone's blowing up. We all just got woken up, Mama and I have this whole shelter right now. Tornado just a mile south of me right now. You folks see? Oh, wow. Look at this. Oh boy, here it comes. Oh wow, we got stuff falling off the trees. Sideways rain. Can't peek my head around. Holy cow. We are in it. Hopefully you can hear me. Right over there is where the van was parked. In between those two trees there. I'm glad we got off the grass this morning. That was a good move. Well, now we're getting some hail, folks. I know this is riveting content. Yikes, getting bigger. That's the back window of the shelter. You can see the hail bouncing off that window. Yeah, this isn't good. Van's just getting pummeled right now. We got more stuff falling. There's all the hail. Man, I'm glad I got out of the grass. Well, we're just hanging out in here. Hopefully you can see me. Man, that's quite the storm. I think that's going to be the worst of it. Let's look out here one more time. Yep. Oh, it's never a dull moment in camp, is it? Man, Corey, thank you for waking me up. I didn't hardly sleep at all last night. I got woken up a couple of times. Power kept going out from storms. It would come right back on, but it would just be enough. I think I saw like 3 o'clock on my phone, so I've slept probably 2.5, 3 hours. And now 6:30 this morning, we're woken up by another storm. I think I'm in the clear now for a tornado. I think I just have to worry about a little bit of heavy rain. One thing I am thankful for, back behind me there, we were parked on the grass. And thankfully I had the wherewithal to get that van out of there. Where I was at is now a swamp, and my front wheel drive van would not have been able to get out of there. All right, I think we're gonna make a dash for the van. Hey folks, ready? We ready? Sorry for the unsteady camera. Right, here we go. Let's make sure that door is closed. Ooh, that rain's cold. Here we go. Oh, I'm glad I got off the grass. Woo! Ah, shoot. Those screen protectors. Got all that water that got let in. God dang it. Look at that. That thing's full of water. Well, sorry for the poor light quality. We aren't plugged in. I think we made it through the worst of it. I do appreciate, had a bunch of friends reach out and make sure I was okay, and phone's been blowing up. So thank you so much everyone for reaching out. I do appreciate it. As you can hear, thunder, rain is still bouncing up above us right now. I think like I said, we're out of the worst of it. I'm pulled up here on the gravel. I'm not even in my parking spot anymore, but I'm just gonna try and sleep for an hour, I think, before I try and drive home. Let some of the rain pass, and tired. Didn't sleep last night, hardly at all. But that's our next plan. We do have a pretty good Midwestern thunderstorm going. I need to check the van for some hail damage once I'm able. That's where we're at. We're safe. We're back in the van. Storm shelter's just 20 feet away. Anything else arises, I can run over there real quick, which I was very thankful to have that right here. It's kind of weird too. I'm back here all by myself in this. I have this whole back of the campground to myself. And man, it was nice of that ranger to come wake me up. So Corey, again, thank you. We're gonna just chill here for a minute in good old bed. Well, tried to sleep a little bit, but that just wasn't happening. A lot of leaves down, a lot of branches down. Not too bad. I am glad. So we were right here in the grass, and I am glad I moved over, got on this gravel. That was a good move. The water's gone down quite a bit over here. We do have some picking up to do. I'm going to get my teeth brushed. I don't know if I can reach power right now. I would really like to just make a quick pot of coffee, and I don't know if there's a place in this town because I don't think they have a convenience store. Just need a cup of coffee bad. For right now, we're just going to get the stuff picked up, hopefully get on the road here shortly. Do have some still some pretty dark clouds over in this field behind us. Man, back that way, it's a lot darker than it appears on camera, but pretty good storm this morning. It's always kind of funny to me when you bring something, so especially something this big, you know, and then you don't use it. But that's gonna happen sometimes, right? I thought they would allow, so he said they do allow, because I'd seen like side-by-sides moving around this campground. I thought, oh, well, maybe they don't have a stipulation on that where you can't use something like this. But he said they have to have the DOT tag and turn signals and brake lights and all that stuff. And then you can drive them around. He just asked if I wouldn't write it, and no problem. I definitely don't want to get in trouble. We're getting close. The joys, picking up in the wet. See, these are filled with mud. I would have been in trouble down here. Almost got it. We're doing good. Keep it positive, right? We're getting her all put away. Leveling blocks for the win. Everything is picked up. We have broke camp. One last thing here of firewood. As you can see, we're pretty packed in here this morning. That's what happens when get weather like that. This is gonna have to go up here. You're coming with me. Just trying to leave a little room. I need to, I like to call it getting dressed for the day. I haven't done that yet. Still in my stuff from yesterday. That's a wrap on this adventure. Van is packed and ready. We're ready to get out of here. I need to get home. And, we had some hail and that type stuff at our house, so I need to get home, check in, see what's going on there. I was going to stop and do some pictures this morning of the buffalo and the elk. They'll still be there if we come back, and we will be back. This is a great park. I think next time, I like being back here in this north end. I would rather be on a camping pad if I'm gonna be here. At least I had power, but just for a situation like this. And I didn't really, I'll be honest with you, the fire ring. The fire ring was a little tough. It was tiny, and man, did it create a lot of smoke, which was interesting to me. I had to put the fire out last night. The smoke was just filling the van. There was nothing I could do about it. I couldn't move the van, and I can't move the fire. The fire ring's kind of small. It's all good. If that's the worst thing that we have to worry about, I think it's a good day and a good camp. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Take care. We made it through a tornado warning, the knock from the ranger this morning. A lot going on overnight. Hope you enjoyed this adventure. We'll see you on the next one. Everybody take care.